Welcome to the Pool Nation Podcast, where it's all pool talk. And we ain't talking about netting and jetting or splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. We talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. Now let's welcome your host, with over a decade of industry insider experience and still the reigning champion of Marco Polo, Edgar de Jesus, and his co-host, John J.J. Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and Zac the Pool Boy Nicholas.
Welcome, everyone, to the Pool Nation Live Podcast. I am your host, Edgar de Jesus, and yes, I am the reigning champion of Marco Polo, along with John J.J. Flawless, the fastest netter in the West, and the famous Zac, the Pool Boy Nicholas. Today, we're talking about the nominees for the 2023 Pool Nation Awards. I want to welcome everyone to our live podcast, the podcast where it's all pool talk, and we ain't talking about netting and jetting or splashing and dashing. We're talking about becoming a nation of pool pros. And yes, we will talk about the latest products, trends, and training in the pool industry. But before we get started today, I want to thank our sponsors for this podcast: the Ultimate Pool Tools, the SPPA, Blueray Excel, AquaStar Pool Products, Natural Chemistry, Raypak, and Heritage Pool Supply. We want to thank them for their continued support. Mr. Zacharias, what's going on, brother? Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm getting ready. I have about a week until I head into the woods, so I'm just trying to crunch and get things wrapped up around here and make sure that when I leave, I've handled all my business. I'm looking forward to getting away. It's amazing how attached we are to technology today. Just checking the phone, seeing if an email came in or whatnot. And I'm going to be in the woods for a week without any connection to anything. So it's going to be a little bit interesting.
I am glad that he said that, John.
No, that's cool. I completely forgot, man. So you got picked. You applied for that Naked and Afraid, right? And you got picked?
Yes.
Remember him talking about 3 years ago?
Oh, he wouldn't stop.
I just want to get on there. I want to get back to my roots. He's all, I've been growing my beard out. So I want to...
Remember, John, we would be sitting there and he would be doing recaps of the show from the night before. And, this person is so weak. If I was there, I would have done this and I would have done that. And it was like, oh, my God.
So you got picked. Congratulations.
I've been practicing down at the park here in Lake City.
Oh, that's rough. So, Mr. JJ, good morning. How you doing? You're looking pretty sharp today, bro. You're looking refreshed.
Look, bro.
The lighting, the camera, like the beard. What's going on?
Look, just when I thought that I had it all figured out, I get thrown a curveball. I'm looking at myself. As you get older, you go, damn, I'm getting old. You feel it. You get out of bed, things start to crack and like ache, and you don't have that bounce that you usually have. God forbid you have to kneel down, and when you get up, it feels like your knee cracks 14 times, your toes. When as you get older, that's how it feels. And every morning, it's like Groundhog's Day. I have a routine, but today life threw me a curveball because I don't go to bed early. I'm not like Zac. I usually go to bed around, midnight would be the earliest, but usually between 12 and 1 o'clock, I go to bed just because my mind always races, and that's just how I am. And then I wake up at 5:30 in the morning every day, like clockwork. But last night, it was a little bit rough. I didn't go to bed until 4 a.m. And I woke up today at, I think it was...
John, that means you didn't actually sleep last night, just to let you know.
I didn't. I know. And I woke up at 6:30, so an hour later than usual. And I'm looking at myself right now, and I look like I slept for 48 hours and been up for the last 3-4, completely refreshed and ready to rock and roll. And I don't know what it is, but I just feel good. And you were even saying it, the bags, remember? The bags that I would have in my eye, they're like completely gone. And I don't know what it is. I'm racking my brain trying to figure it out. The only thing I can think of, it's probably because of JD, just because of her. I woke up this morning and I saw her. You remember those TikToks? You ever seen that TikTok? Oh, never mind.
Keep it clean, John. Keep it clean.
Keep it.
Come on, man.
I don't know what it was, but whatever. I just feel very happy today, and I feel very good today. And I just don't know what it is. So maybe I need to do this more often. Maybe I'm just wasting a lot
You're
of
sleeping
my life.
too much.
I'm sleeping too much. And I heard
that 3 hours a night is too much. Cut down to 2.
As you get older, you need less and less sleep, right? So is it a good thing? Or have I gotten to that point where now I only need to operate on 2.5 hours and I'm doing well? I think time will tell, or the true test will be how I feel at noon. And how I feel. But no, other than that, I feel really great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to knocking the day out. I'm going to take Saturday and Sunday off with Mama and the family, and we're looking forward to having our time.
What are you guys doing?
We got a bunch of little things to do around the house, but other than that, I think we're just going to chill, man. For us, vacation is just home, right? With family and with no disturbances. Just being able to sit there and not do anything and not feel guilty about it. That's my hardest thing, is to be able to unplug and not feel guilty like I'm not being productive. But as I get older, it becomes easier and easier for me to do. And that's like my number one, like, vacation for me, is just to be able to chill with Mama and us just to hang out and whatever, play around all day.
Do your thing.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, I'm in a great mood. Let's rock and roll. Nomination event was awesome. You guys knocked it out the park. I'm sorry I couldn't be there again. And I'm like a no-show 2 years in a row now, but it just seems like the pool gods does not want me there for whatever reason when we do the nominations, because this year was a whammy. We talked about the weather events, and it was like 3 weeks in a row of just disaster after disaster and like things that have never happened in our area. But the good thing is we've finally gotten through it again for the third week, because what's better than cleaning up after a hurricane and then getting hit with the flash flood the next week after you clean everything up. And then after that, you get hit with the haboob after you clean everything again. It's just, wow. We could have taken 3 weeks off and the pools would have been in the same shape by the time we got back after 3 weeks. But we're finally in the clear. Today's the last day of it, but today's our repair day. And Fabian is out there scrubbing tubs and finishing off the rest of the pools. As far as that, we're good to go, man. I'm excited. I want to go over these nominations. We're getting a lot of buzz. Man, I got to tell you, this year, too, my Instagram has been blowing up. My text messages have been blowing up. Every year, it just like progresses and gets more and more. But this year, the level of engagement that people are having about the awards and how excited people are, and it's pretty cool. And I can't believe it's literally 2 months away from today, and we're going to be out in Vegas making it happen. Zac is going to be putting on quite the show for us.
He is. He got some good practice on Wednesday night. Just absolutely killed it. And I do have to say, and I'm going to give you some big props, Zac. I'm going to do it on the air so that I did notice. But John, you should have seen him. Dude, he was making an effort to get out there and talk to people and mingle and sitting down. And I'm like, I look over and he's over there talking to somebody. And then all of a sudden I turn and he's on the other side of the room talking to somebody else. And I'm like, damn, dude. And then we get up on the podium. And then did you see how he did on the podium? He even talked more than he had on his notes of what he was going to say. He just started going and he started going and going. And
I think it was a jacket.
You think it was a jacket? It brought that confidence?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get grounded again, so...
No, I think it was the jacket. I think.
Man, you see the heat that I take, John? Do you think this is acceptable to take that kind of heat from this guy?
Night stuff.
Wow. Good Lord. I think it was a great event. It's always great to get people together. We had breakfast with Alicia the next morning. That was fun.
New spot too, John.
Oh, yeah, John. It's called Biscuit. You got to try it when you come out.
I saw it. You don't think I looked it up when you sent it on the message? I looked that up. I'm like,
It was good. It was good. Just all around great time at the nomination event. We'll definitely talk about that and get into all that fun stuff. Anyways, but Zac, you did kill it. I think you're ready, little grasshopper. Wait, is that how it goes? Little grasshopper is a little... What's that saying? Young grasshopper. There you go. Young grasshopper. I think you're ready for the big leagues at the Pool Nation Awards.
You killed it on your 27 seconds. So let's take this to 2.5 hours.
You literally read the sponsors, right? Oops, I'm sorry. I say that out loud. My bad. Yes, Zac, you did so good, brother. You nailed it.
Speaker of the year.
Yeah.
The way you pronounce Raypak or Raypak, it was inspiring.
Elegant.
Yeah, it was.
You going to take that, Zac? You had to take that. Man, talk about throwing under the bus. It was a great time. It was great to get together with everybody. I got, by the way, all the pictures and the videos late yesterday, so we're going to start to share some of those and post those. We threw Alicia into the spotlight to do some videos and some interviews, and they even did a little blooper reel, which was cool. So we'll share that.
She's so cool, man.
So good on her feet, man. Did you hear her part? Did you hear
everything?
When she was joking around and she was going, oh, man, I was upset that I wasn't first because Brian was going to take all his jokes. But you know what? They weren't that funny. It was awesome. Guys, let's get through some notes here and we will get this party started. We want to talk about the boot camp that's going to be November 12th and 13th. Registration is open. You can go to poolnation.com and you're going to find a button on there so that you can register for the boot camp. We're going to be doing 4 hands-on classes. We're going to be doing pump and ozone installation and programming with AquaStar. We're going to be doing automation installation and programming with Hayward, heater installation and troubleshooting with Raypak, and we're also going to be doing a salt system installation and troubleshooting with Hayward. Then on Monday, we're going to be doing water chemistry with Terry Arco, managing salt system pools with David Jones, ozone systems with our friend Steve Barnes, next level water chemistry, Alicia Stevens, and we're going to close it up with special water care enzymes and phosphates with Jamie Novak. So the boot camp, it is free at the International Pool and Spa Show. So you can do one of two things. Again, go to poolnation.com. You can go to the boot camp. There's a button there to register. The other thing that you could do is you could go to the PSP Expo site. When you click on Pool Nation, it'll give you a button to register. You can click on that and it will register. I do want to say, if you register for the boot camp, it will automatically give you a free Expo pass. So you do not have to go and do a second registration. If you're going to go to the boot camp, you register for the boot camp, it automatically gives you that Expo pass. So you're all set. If you are not going to go to the boot camp, but you want to get a free Expo pass, which is normally $60, what you're going to want to do is use the code Pool Nation, all caps, and that will give you a free Expo pass. So go there, check it out. Voting for the Pool Nation Awards are going to open up September 15th. We will blast that everywhere on social media, all the channels. John will click the reshare button on his Instagram account, right, John?
Hopefully. You know what the problem is? Mama used to really take the lead. She's not. I think she had a conversation with me, I think about 6 months ago, and says, you are more than capable of managing this.
Of pressing share?
And we need you to break out of your boomer mentality, right? And she's like, you need to break out of it, and it's time for you to spread them wings.
To man it up.
Yeah, and then figure it out, because you can figure a lot of things out in life. And when it comes down to social media, I think you can handle it after so many years now.
Janie, I am calling.
Obviously, I've failed.
Janie, I am calling an SOS here. Please save us, because he is just botching it up really bad. So
I'm so terrible at it. And you know what the sad thing is too, is I get a lot of messages, right? You guys do too, but I miss them, or I don't see them. And for some reason, it's under that requested thing, that requested tab. And it's shit. I didn't even know this person asked me a question or needed something. And then I try to remember it, and it doesn't notify me or tell me. And when I look into my chats, I'm looking at the people that I have a current thread with, and I'm talking and I'm doing what I'm doing. But on the requested thing, I don't press it. And when I do, and I look at it, and I got anybody out there that hit me up via Instagram and I didn't respond, my apologies. It was just simply from my own ignorance that I was capable of it.
I know that you're going 100 miles an hour when you're looking at the stuff, because you know what he'll do, Zach, is he'll hit and he'll like the stuff, but he won't hit the big blue bar at the bottom that says share to my story, but he'll double click on it and move on, and double click and move on. Hit the blue.
I learned that so far. I figured that portion of it out, that the likes are important. But yeah, as far as that, for some reason, I don't know. Yeah, I'm bad at it. I'll get better.
So anyways, want to give some shout outs out here to the sponsors of the boot camp, the SPPA, Blueray XL, Hasa, AquaStar, Hayward, and Raypak. Thank you for all your support for the boot camps. We're looking forward to the Vegas one. I'll be going up there soon in a couple weeks to September. Take a look at the space. kind of start to come up with all of the ideas of what we're going to do out there. Zac and I were talking about it yesterday at breakfast, came up with a couple great ideas. We don't want to share those yet, but there's a couple good ideas, John, that we have to share with you of what we want to do with the space. So anyways, so let's get started. We have a couple new categories for this year. We have Women Trailblazer of the Year. We also have Retailer of the Year. We have Trainer of the Year. And I think one of the things that we need to talk about this year a little bit, guys, is the Pool Nation Hall of Fame. I don't think we've really spent a lot of time talking about that.
No, we haven't. And we need to do better at it. And this is something that is going to evolve. And we are slowly working. The problem is we got a lot of irons on the fire. What's the saying? And the Hall of Fame has been like one of our things that we have, from almost the very beginning, said that we have to come up with something like this where we can memorialize some of the great people in our industry that have either some people weren't aware of or didn't know the impact that they've had on our industry and how much of a positive impact they've had, that we all should be in some way thankful for their contribution to the industry we work in. Unless you knew the person or interacted with them, especially back in the day, there wasn't as much visibility to what somebody was doing. And we still lack that. And what we're trying to do right now is bring eyes on everybody and open the path of communication between West Coast, East Coast, so that we get to know all our brothers and sisters everywhere and what they do for us and what we can do for them. So we said, hey, look, there's so many great players out there that we didn't even know about at the beginning because we weren't exposed to people who knew them and understood them and their story behind them, because so many of them were so selfless and weren't the types that would sit there. And we all know that character and that loves to toot their own horn and says, look at me, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Where the majority of people that are great, they don't have that type of mentality. So there's a lot of unsung heroes in our industry that we've over the years now learned about and the impact they've had from having conversations with some of the, I don't want to say old timers, but some of the more seasoned veterans in our industry. So having this Hall of Fame was like top priority for us. And we have a lot of things cooking to make this bigger and better. And every year it will get bigger and better. But we're working hard on the down low to turn this into quite the event. I don't know how you want to put it, but without saying too much, but quite the honor. Yes. Every year at the Pool Nation Awards, we do our inductees, and this year is going to be no different. And I'm very excited about it. I love the coats. For those of you, this is how we need to do a better job of it, I think. And this is some constructive feedback that I'll give us live. I remember as soon as you guys were there doing the nominations, I saw the jackets. I immediately knew what it was. But there were some comments on there, and I made something about, I think it was Joel that made a comment, and it was a funny comment, a good comment, talking about the blazer that you had on. But we need to do a better job, and it will be in the future when people see that color blazer that they immediately recognize and know that is a Hall of Fame jacket, right? Or Hall of Fame blazers. Yeah. That's my take on it.
I think it's pretty wild. What you were saying is big and small. Like we live in our bubble. We're not exposed to a lot of people. And there's people that have been in the industry for a long time, have done great things, are very passionate about it at a high level. But then there's even just other small business owners. And it's like you start to hear their journey and the adversity that they overcame and the things that they went through and how they were built this business, this profitable, awesome, bigger business. So it is pretty cool, like the more people we get to meet and network with, and it just really opens your eyes to like how big our industry is, how many people are doing great things in our industry. And that's always been, like you said, from the very beginning, like one of our passions is like, how do we create more recognition within the industry? So it's super exciting, and I can't wait for the awards this year to induct some people.
Oh, well, one last thing, and I know we've been talking about it for a little bit, but there's like a common denominator when you have conversations, because we like to know the story when we talk to people, right? And it's not just, we like to get to know the people we talk to. We like to understand their journey. And over the years, as you have these conversations, you start to hear common names of people that have helped somebody through their journey. It's not a coincidence when you hear that same name come from 15 different people from 15 different areas of the country or even the world. And then they say that this person had a lasting impact on me, or this person helped me through my journey. Or if it wasn't for this person, like I said, over the years, you start to hear these names over and over and over again, and you start to see the impact that these people had on us as a whole. And that's where I think the Pool Nation Hall of Fame comes into play, where, I mean, it's our obligation to do it. It's not just we need to do this, one, because they're more than deserving, and they need to understand the impact that they've had, the positive impact that they've had on the industry. And maybe even more importantly, it'll help motivate others to say, hey, look, or to feel that they feel, I don't know, appreciated for the time and effort that they put in helping other people. It helps encourage them to continue doing that type of work. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, and I'm really excited this year. So we created the Hall of Fame last year, and we inducted Bob into the first class of the Hall of Fame. And so this is the first year that we'll have other people that will be at the awards to receive their jackets. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about the next round of people that we want to induct into the Hall of Fame, because remember how exciting it was when we approach the people that are going to be inducted this year, how fun that was. Imagine it this year. It's just going to be a lot cooler. And a couple of the things for the Pool Nation Hall of Fame is, like with everything that we do, we really look for people that have a positive impact in the industry. It has to be somebody that's being positive, somebody that's helping. And for the Pool Nation Hall of Fame, it has to be people that have been in the industry for over 20 years into the industry. And the funny thing is, I'll tell you this, guys, my older son was looking and saw the videos and stuff from the nominations, Zac, and he's like, what's with the jackets? So my wife is explaining to him, they have the Pool Nation Hall of Fame, and they're creating this Pool Nation Hall of Fame, and they'll be able to induct. So why do Zac and Dad have a jacket? And I'm like, he's all, do they belong in the Hall of Fame? And she's like, no, they're not in the Hall of Fame, but they're trying to promote it. And he just kept going back to her. So what's up with the jackets? Why are they wearing jackets? She's like, they're trying to promote and bring awareness. And he's all, but they're not in the Hall of Fame, right? Like, they're not eligible for the Hall of Fame that they've created. And I'm like, okay, loud and clear. I think we'll have to set boundaries, guys, as to when we get to wear our Hall of Fame jackets, right? Because to be honest, we're not in the Hall of Fame. I think we wear them maybe just for the events where we want to help promote that at the nominations, or when we're inducting people into the Hall of Fame, because I think it's true. I think those people are the true deserving ones of those jackets and to be in that honor. Maybe we'll have to do like a black patch on the arm so that people know, oh, they're not there yet.
Or a wannabe.
Yeah.
On the bottom of it.
Yeah. A different color on the logo.
Hall of Fame by association.
By hosting.
Yeah, by hosting. You know what I mean?
So,
participation trophy or something.
There you go.
There it is.
Anyways, so those are some of the new categories. We're excited about them.
And then Zac is building sculptures, right? By hand for each and every.
Yes. Yeah. So he'll again have, what are they called, John? The heads? What are they called? The busts. He's creating the bust out there, so he'll have.
I'm like the least artistic person in the world. So
naked and afraid artistic style out in the woods, out in Idaho.
Clay sculpting.
He goes hunting and comes back with 2 deer heads. Here you go. Here's your. Hey guys, let's do this. Let's take a quick word from our sponsors. When we come back, gentlemen, let's jump right into the nominations. So we'll be right back.
The Hyper Pole from Ultimate Pool Tools is a pool care pole designed by pool professionals for pool professionals, featuring precision-crafted carbon fiber and stainless steel construction. Go to ultimatepooltools.com or Instagram at Ultimate Pool Tools. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. Now available, Pool Invoice. Pool Invoice is a pool billing software created specifically for the pool service and repair industry. It's developed for our industry and only our industry. Pool Invoice is built with recurring billing in mind. You can print, email, text invoices, or even send via WhatsApp. You can add reoccurring or yearly charges, accept credits, and set up autopay. You can even see when customers have seen the invoice. It even has a customer portal where they can log in and see, print, and pay invoices. It has all your customers' information on one page, so you don't need to search through hundreds of invoices looking for the one you need. Just go to the customer profile and it's all at your fingertips. Created specifically for the pool industry, Pool Invoice. Now available at poolinvoice.com. Blueray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blueray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blueray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BlueRayXL.com.
Blueray all day.
AquaStar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed, open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable. And these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with the pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleaners faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC.
Did I just fall asleep at the wheel?
Yeah, I was going to jump in and welcome everyone back, but it's on a loop. So it just.
Wow.
Let me tell you what happened.
Did you fall down the stairs?
No, dude, like all of a sudden before we went to break, I'm on here and all of a sudden I feel like all this water going down my arm. And I'm like, what the heck? And all of a sudden I look over, I felt something. So I scratched. I didn't scratch. I like went like that on my arm.
Bleeding?
I looked down. My entire arm is just full of blood. What? And I'm like, what the hell? So I must have scratched and I must have had something there. And when I'm telling you that it was bleeding everywhere, I mean, it was all the way down to my watch. My hands were full of blood. And so I'm running downstairs trying to not make a mess. And so I'm cleaning it up and all that kind of stuff. It stopped bleeding. So I'm like, man, I'll just put a little Band-Aid on it to do. And then all of a sudden, it just started freaking bleeding all over the place again. And it's like running. And I'm like, crap. So I'm just all of a sudden scrambling. So that was just bizarre, but it was everywhere. And you know me, I always have a handkerchief. So I'm looking to try to, and of course, the one time that I need it, I don't have it in my pocket. And so
we forget, yeah.
So we got to get some blood work done on you.
Yeah, dude.
Got to figure out your clotting agents aren't working properly. It sounds like you're deficient in vitamin K. It's usually a symptom of an alcoholic. So are you like a secret alcoholic?
Secret drinker. Oh, yeah. You know me.
That's what you went, right?
Yeah.
No, but that's crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
But I'm not going to say it's that crazy because it happens to me all the time. I don't know if you can see that scratch?
Oh, yeah.
We're literally working and all of a sudden Jenny says, you're bleeding. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm doing it. And down my leg, I go, just blood flowing, or my arm or my face is scarred up. Unless it gets into my eyes, I don't notice it because you're like doing what you're doing. And I don't know if something's wrong with me, but Either I bump into crap or I do something, or
Right.
God forbid, I'm pushing a wire or a light through a conduit inside the pool and I'm jamming my fingers in there and I come out and it looks like my hands have been like mauled by like a bobcat. And because you end up getting a tab or you get like a sharp spot and you just don't know, but you're still chugging through, you're pushing, Paul, and you're pushing, right? And you're all bleeding, but it happens to me all the time. My leg, I got scars and I get it. But what were you doing? You're just chilling and maybe you're just like a little scratch.
I must have had a little something and I went like that and just,
It just went off.
Kind of just went off. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
Glad you're better. And that was the first. I was like, damn, these commercials are long.
Oh, man.
I was ready to jump in. I was like, okay. I thought you guys were messing with me. You'd text each other or something, just see what happens.
We're like, don't come back. We don't come back. We just leave the rest of the podcast for Zac.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, all right, gentlemen, let's get this party started. Big shout out here to everybody that's online today. Maria, congratulations on your nomination. Brian, big shout out to you. Janie, Jeanette, Corey, big shout out there to all of you guys for jumping on. All right, so let's get through some of these categories. We're going to start, and I'll jump in and take the first one, which is Automation of the Year. And this year we have 4 that were nominated. We have Pentair Telecenter. We have the Hayward OmniLogic. We have the Jandy AquaLink RS. And we also have the Poolside Tech, the Attendant.
Next, we have Best Residential Filter of the Year. We have the Pentair FNS Plus, the Hayward Swim Clear, the Jandy DEV DE filter, AquaStar pipeline filter, and Waterway crystal water.
Next is, which I got to say, I think is probably the most popular, it seems.
Every year. It's the most voted on. Yep.
And I'm trying to put my finger on it, trying to understand why. I think I got it. You know, it's the one that's the most, I don't know, it's the one that's most aggressively promoted and marketed, and people are like proud of. It's like almost like your child. As normal, good human beings, you usually don't sit there and go, yeah, I'm the best. You get voted for Pool Guy of the Year, Pool Girl of the Year. You're not like, you're a little humble about it, right? Obviously, you're in that position because people think you're great at what you do and a good person or whatever it may be. And there's not really like, I'm going to take you out or I'm going to beat you. Mine's better or I'm better than you. You don't get that type of mentality. But when it comes to the best truck wrap, everything is thrown out the window. And I've seen in fun ways, we're good friends, people that have known each other, grown up with each other through the pool industry. All of a sudden, both of them are in contention for it. And they're like talking about it. And it just seems to be like the funnest and the coolest one. And this year's nominees are some great ones. Master Touch Outdoor Living.
They're Florida, right? Okay.
That's my boy out there. If you guys don't know him and don't know his story, I encourage you to find out, because he has built an empire out there, not only in pool service and repair installation, but the ultimate businessman. So yeah, I'm excited to have them on there this year. Next is our friend, the Pool Boss, with his truck, and talk about a classy, good looking truck and his wrap. It just states professionalism and it looks really good. And I'm glad that he was nominated. Our boy, Cali Pool Techs, Terry, has his truck and his trailer, and his wrap is like out of this world. A lot of thought went into it and it looks really great as well. And I know he's proud of it. And it's just awesome to see how everybody just grows over the years. And we talk about the importance of branding and messaging and how you set the tone for how people perceive you at first initiation or first contact with you. And your vehicle wrap says that. And like I said, Terry's Cali Pool Tech's wrap is definitely one of the better ones for sure. Next is Revved Up Pool Service. We got Pool Guardians. Again, Chris is coming back and trying to win this one. He's a contender again. All I can say is poor Dino really wanted to win this one, but not this year. Didn't get nominated, but I think he might next year. The next one is Splash-tacular Pools. And this is going to be a pretty heated competition, and I'm looking forward to it. I think this one gets probably one of the most, this and Pool Guy of the Year and Pool Girl of the Year gets the most votes out of everybody. So I'm going to be pretty excited to see how this one pans out, because it's going to be a pretty close race, because they're all amazing wraps. So congratulations to everybody. And sorry, guys, you guys were reading through the list, and then I'm sitting here doing this, and then you're like, "Oh, what are you going to do now?" Right?
Well, that's because you got the good category.
I did get the good category, so I get to talk about right. And then
what am I going to talk about? Automation. Oh my God, the Omni with the new button over on the right side.
Yeah.
It's easier to always talk about the people one and stuff like that because of the people and stuff. As he leads me into my next category. Thanks, John. Best value automation.
Go for it.
Pentair Easy Touch PL4 PSL4, and I think the PSL4. No, I'm just kidding. Hayward Omni PL Smart Pool and Spa Control, and the Jandy iAquaLink IQ 904.
Next, we have Pool Builder of the Year. We have Jay Caldwell, Tailor Made Pools, Custom Pools by Design, Lakeside Custom Pools, Dolphin Pools, Riptide Construction, Newman Pools Inc., Liquid FX, Endless Summer Pools and Design, and Rodelli. And John's sitting there laughing at me.
No, I'm marveling at you, Zach, because the amount of effort that you put into pronouncing them correctly, right?
And the deep voice.
And doing it, and like the seriousness, dude, it got me like...
Liquid FX. Endless Summer Pools.
Caldwell. It feels like a difficult name to say, like, oh my God, he had practiced it like 500 times or something. But you nailed it.
I hope so.
Next category is Distributor of the Year. And we have SCP, Heritage, PWP, and Horner Express.
I do want to pause a quick second here. So Brian jumped on and said, old Oriole bleed easily from my bleeding right there from my arm. I just want the record to reflect. And Zach, tell me if I'm wrong. He showed up with his cowboy boots, his cowboy hat. Who spanked him with the cowboy boots? Were my cowboy boots better than his, or was his better?
Let's unpack that real quick.
Wait.
Why did you choose spank him with cowboy boots?
Come on, Zach. Whose boots were better?
So you definitely got the stylish bit award, but Brian's boots were bigger.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next category here. Variable Speed Pump of the Year, Pentair IntelliFlow 3.
Wow, Zach.
Hayward, TriStar VS, Jandy ProFlow. I'm trying to help you out here, Zach. And AquaStar Pipeline Pump.
All right.
I would just want you to read the screen, what he was saying, what he said on there. So I'll let you take that as you read the Retailer of the Year.
So next...
So Edgar's were softer.
Mine were better. No, not softer. Mine were better.
Okay.
Let's get that right.
Yes.
Next, we have Retailer of the Year. We have Academy Pools out of California, Sabine Pools and Spas out of Louisiana, Goodall Pools in Central Pennsylvania, Bontrager Pools in Indiana, Aquatech Pools and Spas in Manitoba, Canada, and Ardvison Pools and Spas in Chicago, Illinois.
Next category.
Did you see what Brian said? Edgar said his were from Baby Boot Barn. My boots were from Baby Boot Barn. Oh, freaking Brian.
Next category is Heat Pump of the Year. And the nominees are Pentair Ultra Temp Heat Pump, Hayward Heat Pro Heat Pump, Jandy Pro JE Series Heat Pump, AquaCal Heat Wave Heat Pump, Aqua Comfort, and then we have Raypak with their Heat Pump 8450.
By the way, backtracking, I'm looking at that Retailer of the Year. How cool is that? You got California, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Canada, and Chicago. Oh, I take it that they're all over the place. All right, Heater of the Year, Pentair Master Temp, Hayward Universal 8 Series, Jandy JXI Heater, and the Raypak Avia.
We have Innovative Product of the Year. We have the AquaStar Pure Star Ozone, Raypak Avia, Hayward Salt System, and the Advanced Universal Interlock.
Which, by the way, my bad. The Hayward Salt System is the AquaRite. What is the S3? Not my bad.
pretty broad there, right? You know?
Yeah.
Puts him in a very broad range out there.
Yeah, you saw Zach's face. He's like, Hayward Salt System.
Dude, I'm going to read the teleprompter, right?
Oh,
no,
yes,
but you ad-libbed, and I was proud of you because when it says pipeline ozone.
Yeah, I know he jumped in and he said,
Pure Star.
yeah,
so you
that's
are
pretty
evolving.
good. You are.
You were going to take mine?
I was going to take it, but.
So next one is Pool Cleaner of the Year, suction side. I always find that weird that we say it like that. Why don't we do pressure side? Why don't we just do robot? Why don't we do all of them together? Why are we only doing suction side? And why didn't we have this conversation before we did this?
Why didn't you bring that up the night
exactly.
that we were
That's
on
what I'm
Instagram
saying.
Live and
Exactly.
and we kind of.
Yeah. So I think we're going to move forward next year and we might broaden it or do something to it because we're being more suction side is usually, it's more west side, more west coast, not really everywhere
Texas
else.
is all pressure side. So
yeah. North California's pressure side, a lot of places back east and stuff with the bigger leaves. Pool Cleaner of the Year, suction side, Pantera Rebel, Hayward the Pool Cleaner, Polaris Atlas, and Zodiac MX6 Elite.
Brian is saying that Zac needs a teleprompter moment like the Anchorman movie, and we'll do that at the Pool Nation Awards.
Sure. He's our Ron Burgundy, 100%, dude. He is our Ron Burgundy. Stay classy.
Stay classy, my friends.
Yeah, stay classy.
Hey, Salt System of the Year. We have the Pentair IntelliChlor, Hayward AquaRite S3. See, I put it right for mine, but for yours, I just put Hayward Salt System. But for mine, I put Hayward AquaRite S3. Jandu True Clear Salt System, Autopilot ChlorSync Salt System, Chlorine Genie, and the Power Clean Salt System.
Now we have Sales Rep of the Year, and we have Todd Schwab with Alpha West, Brandon Sheehan with Fluidra, Mark Hernandez with Pentair, Ashley Taylor with Hayward, Abel De Laura with Pool Corp. Go ahead.
Yeah, Abel De Laura.
Jim Burke, Pentair, Mandy Snow, AquaStar, Chris Barstow, Pentair, Roger Rodriguez, Pentair, Brianna Cavacino, SCP, and AJ Grucky, Blake Sales.
I did have somebody say something to me that I wanted to run by you guys. Way too early because this would be next year. I think it was Brian that threw out the idea. Hey, what about over here? They're saying that gets all the hard names played, Edgar. Janie, I've learned from my mistakes in the past. So Brian was saying, hey, what about Sales Rep Group of the Year for next year? So I'm like, oh, that's an interesting one.
I don't know if you guys noticed, maybe when we're done post-editing or whatever, we go to it, you go 5 seconds before Zac started his Sales Rep of the Year and look at my face because unintentionally, you can see my mood. It looks like white came over me because I was going through them and I flipped through. We have our sheet here, which has all the names. We're good, everyone, but we're not that good that we memorize everything. So as far as the names and the companies, but not that good. So we have a list of them here and I don't pay attention on these ones. Obviously, we got to look at them. I'm looking, I go, I got all the easy ones. I didn't notice until now that I have Trainer of the Year and I got names to pronounce. So when I saw that Trainer of the Year was highlighted in red, and I don't know why you picked the color red for me, but that's another point. Anyways, when I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, am I going to butcher this? And I think I will. Okay.
So is that your disclaimer?
That is my disclaimer here.
By the way,
just sound it out.
You ruined my mood, bro. I was having a great day, and then now you're putting me on the spot right here. Holy crap. But I'm serious. Look,
now I'm going to pay attention.
If you look at the video, you'll see my mood. And I'm literally like the life got sucked out of me. And I'm like, holy crap, here I go. So bear with me here, coming from a guy that has a name that's been butchered his whole life. So here we go. Trainer of the Year, Troy McGinty from American Pool Management, Brad Duncan from Raypak, Trent Roontree from Pool Scouts, Terry Arco from Hasa, Lauren Broom, Space Coast Pool School, Paolo Benedetti.
Nice. You nailed it.
Did I?
Heck yeah.
From Aquatic Technology, Rick English Consulting, and Alicia Stevens from Biolab. I did it.
If I knew what the clap button was, I would press it right now, but I don't know
which
one it is. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
You killed them. But I do have to say, it was funny watching you because you're like, Brad Duncan,
Well, I feel
Terry, Arco.
as soon as I was doing it, I was like, silly me, if I knew this, I wouldn't have made fun of Zach when he was doing the pronunciations before. And here I am doing the exact thing, but doing it like 10 times worse than Zach, where Zach was so really trying to pronounce it correctly. And I'm making fun of him because I'm thinking mine are all easy, right? And then
Instant karma.
karma. Exactly. I'm a firm believer.
And then,
so I got
see, even Janie noticed the same thing that I did, loving the concentration. You were like,
Oh,
go
dude.
back and watch this. And you're like this, Brad Duncan. All right. So I have one here. I guess I didn't look at mine either. Okay. So Woman Trailblazer of the Year, we have Bruna Da Silva, Deborah Martin, Casey McGovern, Kristen Mello, Taryn Springsteen, and this is a hard one, Nanette Zakian. It sounds like it, but Nanette, hopefully I didn't butcher that one.
Next, we have 30 under 40 Male of the Year, Dustin Anderson, Jacob Grozier, Robert Naranjo, Omar Placencia, Rocky Wisely.
I got more names. I just
I want you to know, John. I want you to know.
wow.
Look at the second name and how I spaced it for you so that you could pronounce it.
Dude, I'm like, did you see me reading them out? I was like, oh my God, I got more names.
Wait, I think I want to video this. Hold on.
Dude, this is
I'm
gnarly, bro.
going to bust out my phone. Let's see here. Ready, set, go.
Next category is 30 under 40 Female of the Year, Danielle Barr, Mallory Wachowski, Marcia Giles, Kimberly Langley, Sabrina Salem, and Jessica Werner.
Oh, you nailed that one. That was pretty good.
Which one did I do right?
You were super
You-
like concentrated on the first
You
one.
put me on the
and
spot,
then,
bro.
And then this one, you were like, pat, 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 pat,
Oh,
pat,
yeah.
done.
No, because if you didn't say that, I would have been even more in like concentration mode. What's going to happen after the podcast? I'm literally going to pass out from like overexertion of my brain because I put so much effort into making sure I did this right. And I'm just trying not to show it.
I can't show anybody the video because it doesn't reveal anybody. Like I'd be like telling the funny story and people look at the video like we don't get it because you nailed it. So Pool Guy of the Year, John, you and I will both do this one because we have 15 people. Look at that. Adam Gunter. Hey, Adam, a big, huge shout out. Adam was out at the nomination event. It was great to meet you out there. And he was the one that Alicia said is the king of opening the envelopes. He just went, made it look really easy. So big shout out to you, brother. All right. So Pool Guy of the Year, we were really excited. So we talked about this a little bit. The first year, I think we had 3 pool girls nominated. We had 3 pool guys nominated. This year we had 15 pool guys nominated for Pool Guy of the Year. How freaking awesome is that? Yeah, no, maybe.
I think it's pretty amazing. Dude, I'm not listening.
You're both shaking your heads. Yeah, but I'm like, this is audio, people. This is not.
Haven't you learned? I literally told you that I'm studying the names right now. So whatever you're telling me is going in one ear, out the other, because I'm trying to concentrate on the names to make sure I'm not going to butcher them because, of course, you put me back to back here.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
Pool Guy of the Year. Nicholas Bustos, Reed's Pool Service. Aiden Dunn, Classic Pools. Anibal Centeno, Save My Pool. Alexis Jr. Gomez, Skyline Pool Service. Danny Perez, MD Rescue. Max O'Brien's Pools. Michael Krause, First Response Pools.
Really, bro? You got to show me up like that, bro. You
Follow
got
that
to
up.
show me up like that, bro. You do that like you're naming off your children. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you noticed, but I took all the easy ones off the list. And
Even the Anibal, even with the accent and everything
Anibal.
perfect, right? So Anibal.
Anybody.
Okay, here we go.
You got this.
Don't worry about
These
it.
are easy.
The second wave of Pool Guy of the Year for 2023, Colin Parrish, Blue Desert Pools, Pedro Palo Alto, Coachella Valley Pools, Dean Ouellette, Big Family Pools, Mike Telligen, Pool Medic, Chad Jimerson, Stellar Pools, Texas, Jeremy Smith, Tadpole Pool Service, Hugh Marshall, Fun in the Sun, Pool Care, and Scott, so famous, just Scott from Purpose Pools out in Vegas.
How'd you like that? Now, John, you and I, and this was done on purpose, you and I got through the hard ones, and Zach has to close because he's got all the women for Pool Girl of the Year, and we just are able to sit back and watch him struggle here a little bit.
Struggle.
Go.
No way. So next we have Pool Girl of the Year, Abigail Crosby, Preserve Pools, Deborah Martin, the pool medic, Jennifer Melee, pool guardians, Maria Castellanos, Ensenada Pools, Shannon Sellers, behind the pole, and Sabina Salem, Desert Pool Service.
Man, he made us look bad.
But
wow.
We can't even look. That's how competitive we are, right? Even when it comes down to announcing these names, and we're leveling up and we're like, how are we going to do this better? Dude, we're sick individuals, bro. It's like, Jesus. You nailed it, Zac. I think you did a great job. Look at him. And he's
Jamie
quiet.
is saying that you nailed it.
He's
nailed it.
quiet. Look, he got that little smirk on his face. Quiet. I got this, boys.
And he did the deeper voice and everything
doubt
for it. It was like,
dare you doubt me.
Yeah. Anyways, hey, a big, huge congratulations to everybody that's been nominated. Voting will be open September 15th. We're going through, some of you might receive emails from me or texts. We're going through, updating all the profiles, just changing everything based on the pictures that we have. I'll be messaging you in case you want to change your pictures for the profile, all that kind of fun stuff. So you'll be hearing from me next 4 or 5 days as we get ready to open up the voting on September 15th. We will open voting on September 15th. And it closes on October 15th. So really for voting, you guys are going to have about 30 days. You're going to want to get out there and get your fellow pool pros to go ahead and vote for you. And we are at that fun part, right? Not that you guys ever get to know who wins. Do you guys want to find out this year in advance or no? No.
Huh?
What about you, John? No.
No, I know nothing.
I know the first 2 years you guys have just been like, nah, I don't want to know. I'll find out at the awards.
No.
And I'll be honest with you. I wish I could do that. I wish I could find out at the awards, but obviously when I have to spell check all the trophies.
We done?
Good talk,
It
John.
was a good talk.
Good
Look,
talk.
Look, this was a great podcast. I had a great time doing this.
I did too.
And we just literally just went off of name and products. And I think we had a hell of a time doing it.
Absolutely. So guys, let's do this. Let's take our last word.
Don't bleed out.
Don't bleed out, or try not to bleed out. Let's take a word from our sponsors. When we come back, I want to get final thoughts.
The Hyper Pole from Ultimate Pool Tools is a pool care pole designed by pool professionals for pool professionals, featuring precision-crafted carbon fiber and stainless steel construction. Go to ultimatepooltools.com or Instagram at Ultimate Pool Tools. Pool pros have specific needs when it comes to general liability insurance. The SPPA program has you covered. With 3 tailored and customizable general liability options, SPPA makes it easy for pool pros to feel secure. Find out more and get covered at thesppa.com. Now available, Pool Invoice. Pool Invoice is a pool billing software created specifically for the pool service and repair industry. It's developed for our industry and only our industry. Pool Invoice is built with recurring billing in mind. You can print, email, text invoices, or even send via WhatsApp. You can add reoccurring or yearly charges, accept credits, and set up autopay. You can even see when customers have seen the invoice. It even has a customer portal where they can log in and see, print, and pay invoices. It has all your customers' information on one page, so you don't need to search through hundreds of invoices looking for the one you need. Just go to the customer profile and it's all at your fingertips. Created specifically for the pool industry, Pool Invoice. Now available at poolinvoice.com. Blueray XL is the power of minerals working for you. Reduce your overall chemical costs and labor up to 50% guaranteed. Whether you have 20 accounts or 20,000, Blueray XL's direct pricing and free shipping to the pool trade have you covered. Improving pool professionals' profit and work-life balance is what they do. Blueray XL, the real mineral purifier. Visit them at BlueRayXL.com.
Blueray all day.
AquaStar's new pipeline cartridge filters, available in 2 sizes, deliver top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance, approaching that of DE filters. Uniquely designed, open pleat spacing means 100% of the media square footage is usable. And these claims are backed by NSF test results. Designed with the pro's time and comfort in mind, the patented double locking system improves safety and ease of access, making filter cleaners faster than ever before. Available now. Ask your supplier for pipeline filters today.
Natural Chemistry, a leader in specialty water care solutions for over 30 years, is proud to provide products that make pool service easier than ever before. Its unique enzyme formulations in Pro Series Pro Blend improve efficiency of your pool program while reducing frequency of filter cleaning and scum lines. Natural Chemistry is also well known for its wide variety of phosphate removal solutions that include a non-clouding formula in Phos-Free and extremely high-range removal with Pro Series Phos Remove or Phos Free Max. Save time, save money, save work with Pro Series products. Stop sacrificing durability or efficiency with the help of Raypak's new Avia HD models that utilize NITEC, their exclusive industry-first technology. NITEC heat exchanger technology is Raypak's latest solution to superior strength and maximum efficiency when it comes to residential pool heating. With 900% more nickel compared to copper nickel in critical surfaces, NITEC creates an ideal surface to protect against scale formation and erosion without compromising on Avia's 84% thermal efficiency. Learn more at raypak.com/NITEC.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Pool Nation podcast. I nailed it. I wasn't gone. I wasn't bleeding. I was good. And we are back with Mr. John JJ Flawless, which I don't know what you're doing, bro, but man, your lighting and all that's looking good today. Zac, you continue to look like the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
And my video is just mediocre at best.
Maybe we start to accept that it's not the light, that it's the image being captured.
Says the guy with the lights.
I have a $500 makeup artist that goes every Friday morning, right? That sets me up.
Oh, that's awesome, Zac. That was a good one. So, gentlemen, let's get some final thoughts here. Zac, I want to get your final thoughts.
So we've reached a point. I know that I always joke about how Edgar has been giving me the script less and less in advance, but we have reached a point today where there's no way he can push it any further. There's no possible way because we were supposed to start at 10 and I got it at 9:59. And now I'm getting a little nervous because I'm like, what's after this? No script? No notes? Is that what we're working towards here?
Yes. We almost didn't do the script and said, recall it since you presented them on Wednesday, bro. You should have remembered them.
That's what John kept saying. He doesn't need one. He just did it. He doesn't need one. He just did it.
Imagine you would have done like one of the categories and left it blank and you would have tripped out.
So hopefully for the awards, like I can get it at least a day in advance, hopefully, because I need something to work off of here. But in all seriousness, big congratulations to all the nominees. And I'm looking forward to the awards. It's always a really fun time to get together. And I just want to encourage everyone to make sure that you make an effort to get out and vote because it happens every time. It's already happened with the nominations where we get the follow-up messages that are like, oh, man, should have had so-and-so nominated. And that's on everyone out there to participate and make sure that you're nominating and you're voting and you're getting involved. And if you are wanting to attend the international show or the boot camp or the awards or whatever you're wanting to attend, go register because it's coming up quick. Don't wait until the last minute because some of these events have limited spots. So it's filling up. Get out there, get registered. And then other than that, I hope everyone has a great week. Wish me luck on Naked and Afraid.
So when are you leaving? When are you leaving for Naked and Afraid?
In about a week.
In about a week?
Yeah.
But you won't be here next Friday then?
I'll be here next Friday.
And then you leave after that?
Yep.
And you're gone for a week?
Yep.
So you won't be back the week after that?
No,
send
I won't
pictures.
be
No,
here.
you won't be.
Send pictures.
It's going to be just you and me. It's going to be just you and me, John.
Send pictures, but don't send pictures. Right? It's out in the woods, bro.
Don't send pictures. Don't send pictures now.
You're gonna be out in the woods, bro.
If
don't
you
know
do,
what's
send them
gonna
to John,
happen.
not to me. No.
You know Edgar. Dude, Edgar's a little kid in a candy store when he gets like an editing tool or when he gets like a new app or something, and all of a sudden we get bombarded. I remember one day, like 2-3 months ago, I had 500 memes that came through from Edgar because he was having so much fun with this meme maker or whatever in the hell he was doing. So I can only imagine Zac, keep your phone. Do not take pictures, because if they get leaked, bro,
No selfies.
there will definitely be some interesting memes out on the internet of you in the woods. I wish you the best. I hope you win.
That Sunday I was bored and I just sat on the sofa and just kept creating memes and just sending. I should have posted some of that. John, final thoughts?
Look, ditto to what Zac said. It's funny, but every year we say how excited we are. We're so excited and we're so looking forward to it. And you really don't think the first year was a little bit of nervousness because unexpected, uncharted waters, a lot of effort went into it. And we wanted to make sure it went off with a bang and everybody enjoyed it. Most importantly, second year, we knew what was happening. We knew how great it was going to be. We knew the participation and the fun that people were going to have in the event that we were going to put forward. And the partnership we had with the international show, especially, and just everything just fell together and it turned out really well. This year, again, like I was saying, you can imagine this year, I'm like even more excited if possible. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in Vegas, all the excitement, and congratulations to everybody that was nominated. And just because you weren't nominated doesn't mean you're not amazing at what you do. There's a lot of people that were mentioned, and we know there's so many more pool pros out there that are out there busting their butts every single day, making it happen. And I cannot wait to see you guys again and see you guys all dressed up and looking beautiful as ever. And then having our first annual Hasa Pool Nation after party is going to be pretty fun as well. So looking forward to it. Can't believe it's 2 months away. It's going to be right around the corner. Congratulations to everybody and see you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. So big, huge congratulations. Everybody's commenting on here. Congratulations to all the nominees, everybody coming out to Vegas to the Pool Nation Awards. And I want to say the same thing that I always say. I want the nominees to remember that somebody took the time, because we're always all busy and we're always, I'm going to do this, and you don't do it because you don't put that much importance to it. But somebody actually took the time out of their day to go sit down, nominate you. And that's really, you've had that big of an impact on them. So big congratulations to all the nominees out there. Voting will open September 15th. We'll be announcing that, getting that out there. And look, congratulations to all. Mr. Zac and John, I want to thank you for jumping on here. I know that you guys got a couple busy days coming up. And Zac, keep doing push-ups and all that for Naked and Afraid. Make sure that you're looking sharp. And join me and John next Wednesday on the Instagram Live. Everybody have a great weekend.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Pool Nation Podcast, a member of the Pool Nation family. You can listen to us live every Friday here at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You can find us at Pool Nation or PoolNationPodcast.com, on Facebook, or on Instagram at Pool.Nation. And to find more info about Pool Invoice, the billing software built specifically for the pool industry, go to PoolInvoice.com. Before you go, this is what the pool industry has been waiting for. PoolManUniversity.com. It's the first platform dedicated to learning the swimming pool service and repair industry. A pool service community where you can connect and find videos on business, service, water chemistry, and repairs. See you there at PoolManUniversity.com.